Hey, do you own an Anker PowerCore 1000 power bank? It's just a power adapter and model A1263. If so, in this video I'm going to discuss how you can receive a replacement as part of their recall. Now this was a volunteer recall with the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission, and they also have a bulletin here and a article. I'm not going to go over that. I just want to show you that it was actually a voluntary recall, and they worked with the, I'm not a fan of government, but this agency right here, Consumer Product Safety Commission. Okay, now I'm going to cut to the chase and go over how you can receive a replacement. First of all, you're going to need to know that it's the model A1263. It's the Anker PowerCore 1000. The thumbnail is right here. It's actually the thumbnail image for this video. And if you scroll down, there are instructions on how to obtain the model. So you can check on the bottom of the device and it will read Anker PowerCore 1000. And I just heard a vibration with model number A1263. And these are some images. Also, the Uniform Resource Locator is actually pretty easy. I just highlighted it on screen. You could type that into the address bar of your preferred web browser, anchor.com/A1263-recall. And then you can just go over this if you need any additional help. So there's the bottom. Okay. So you want to make sure that the letters and numbers in the serial number are actually 1, L, I, 2, and Z. Oh, the number 0 and the letter O may be entered incorrectly. And then as far as the serial number, 0 and I are not used. Okay, so once you have verified you do have the Anker PowerCore 1000 model A1263, you can also locate the serial number, and they have a tool right here that is linked. Okay, that's a different form. Okay, I'll get to that. You'll need your name and contact information, and then proof of purchase, such as an order invoice or I think maybe a receipt. Now, this is a little bit different, but if you do not have proof of purchase, you can actually take a photograph of the portable charger with the submission date and then put in the word recall or recalled written on it in permanent marker. So you just have to take a photograph. Do they have an example? Yes, they have an example of what you would want to do. Your name, contact, and then recall, and then the date. Today is when the recall was official by Anker.com, I believe. They decided to release and then start recalling these devices. They go back to, I think, 2019, I think, actually, even 6 years old. They want you to put the model number, serial number. Yeah, so here's some images. Some example. If the serial number is worn off or you cannot view it, then you would want to contact Anker directly. Now, if you have verified that you own this device, they recommend that you no longer use it. And then they recommend to not dispose of that power bank until you receive confirmation that it actually qualifies for the recall. And then you will want to submit the recall claim. Okay, so let's check out that form. I'll just have to go back. So here's the form. You just have to fill this in. Proof of purchase would be the purchase channel. They list Amazon, Anker, eBay, or Newegg, and then the order number, and then you would click submit. After, also enter in the quantity. You may have more than one. The product model. Remember, it's going to be the A1263. The serial number, you'll need the serial number, and then the attachments. I don't think any of them are necessary, are they? Yeah, actually, yeah. Oh, they are required. You're going to have to upload 2 photographs. One with of the power bank with the submission date and then word recall or recalled written on it, and then a photograph with the model number and serial number printed on the bottom of the device. So you'll have to upload 2 images. They even stipulate that they can not be larger than 10 megabytes. What else? And they ask that you clearly label each power bank. Oh, if you have more than one. Okay. Now you could receive a replacement. You would receive the Anker Power Bank 10K. It is 22.5 watts. It would be a replacement model 1388. What you could do, what you might want to do is verify that model number and make sure it's compatible with the device that you currently. I would double check just in case. Or you would receive a $30 gift card. So you have 2 options actually. And then you would submit. Yeah, they've got all these acknowledgments, blah blah, that you have to click these and then click submit. Okay, let me go back. That's basically all you have to do. Yeah, there's quite a few steps actually compared to some part recalls that I've covered, but that's what the rules are, I guess. Okay, now after you receive confirmation that your unit qualifies for replacement or a gift card, the number $30, they want you to dispose it properly. And then they have a email address, they have a telephone number, 800-988-7973 you could call. Now if you email, they want you to include in the title, title, subject of the email, Anker A1263 recall in the subject line. And then there's some instructions to properly dispose of it. This is a lithium ionized battery, and they do not want you to throw it in the trash. So do not add these to recycling bins, and then do not use in battery recycling boxes. These recall batteries are supposed to be disposed differently than normal batteries. They do have a risk of fire. I don't know if there's been any. I didn't even go over that. I didn't verify whether or not there were any fires. I think this was voluntary. There may not have been any fires, or may have been some, I don't know, failures, or I'm not aware of any like fires, you know what I'm saying? But they claim that they present a greater risk of fire. What is this about? Household hazard waste. That's the Emperor with color and clothes. Without color and clothes, it demands a cease and desist. I think that's about it as far as this product recall. And I have a few more seconds here. Oh, the date. Yeah, it's here at the top. So it's the PowerCore 1000, manufactured between January of 2016 to October of 2019. So they go back even further. And then they were being sold between 2016 and 2022. Yep, they may pose a fire safety risk. Okay. Adios!